Hi guys, this is the new garden that I posted on Facebook. This is the photos of the establishment of new garden that I posted on Facebook. This is how it looks. We totally neglected it. We don't come here that often other than to harvest and look at all the growth of the weeds and everything all around. It's the rainy season, but just there are still snake gourds coming and lots of snake gourds. We occasionally come here to harvest, but other than that we don't come here that often. Actually, just like all that area, all these beds were full of weeds, and some of the beds are still are. All these are amaranthus. They are coming up as weeds from the compost. It was same with all those beds. Then what we did is we let the weeds grow along with the tomato that you see, and then we chopped all of them and dropped it down into the bed as a mulch. And as you can see, wherever we put it down, we hardly have any weeds coming up. So that way, that bed is pretty weed clear. The first one, that one is also alright. This one is alright. This one still has some weeds because we after chopping and dropping, we didn't plant anything in that. Same is the case with these few ones. We did not plant too many of these. Most of these were planted during the initial phase of establishment. But as you can see, the basil here is doing great. By the way, no compost tea or no neem spray or anything. We just let the pests have their fun and the weeds. But you can see a good little basil plant and loads of tomatoes. Tomatoes are still giving me a good produce here. We occasionally come to harvest. Lots and lots and lots of tomatoes here. More tomatoes here. You should see this. And look at that. Look at the bottle gourds. Pretty big ones. We are going to harvest them now. Nice. One of them I think we'll harvest now. They are looking terrific, and the tomatoes are doing absolutely amazing. Look at the quantity of tomatoes underneath. They are all camouflaged and nicely hiding underneath. There you go. Like that, here and there are some tomatoes, and they're full of chilies. What? They're full of tomatoes. Just tomato plants here are full of tomatoes. I wish I can get chilies from tomatoes. But here is another tomato. I don't know what to call this. I think it's a bush. It's a huge bush of tomatoes here. Underneath there are some tomatoes. This one, although is big in size, is not putting out that much. I think we harvested one bunch, one good harvest from this tomato. It's still growing and it is still putting out suckers and plants. And let me see if I can find a single tomato. Yeah, it is flowering. It is giving tomatoes, starting to give tomatoes here. Same is the case with these bushes here. These ones, I think we already harvested one good. We had one good harvest from this. And we have among our weeds Solanum nigrum, an excellent multifunctional plant. The fruit are very edible and they are highly nutritious. The locals call it a clinic without a doctor. That's how good that is. That's coming up like a weed. This one, Solanum nigrum, and that one is coming up as a weed. And you can see lots of ash gourds. Oh, let me see. There are a few more tomatoes all around here. So, going good. It's going on good. So, lots of ash gourd and lots of tomatoes. I'm going to go into that bed and show you what's happening. Lots of grass here. Yeah, we don't have time these days to come and really set these gardens up, but one of these days I'm going to come around to do it. I should. Lots of plants are dying, which is alright. There seems to be blight issues. I don't really care, it's alright for me. Some of them just, they want to go away. I'll let them go away peacefully. They're still giving me a good harvest there. See some tomatoes there, and more tomatoes here, and more tomatoes have fallen onto the ground. Oh, let me pick up some from the ground. There you go. Sasigar. Oh, there is Sasidhar and there is Mad Madhu, right? కొన్ని నేల మీద రాలిపోతున్నాయి మ్యాడ్, పచ్చివే చాలా ఉన్నాయి, నేల మీద పడిపోయి కుళ్ళిపోతున్నవి చాలా ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ. Lots of them are falling down, I think because of the winds or something like that. That's all right. They are going to rot and come up as voluntary seeds, which is something I don't mind. If the plants want to do the work of planting themselves, all the better. Let them find their home themselves. And there's a pretty neat harvest happening here. Tons of spiders, tons of bugs. There is one on the tomato. It's a healthy, very very good sign. I don't know if there is a snake here and it's going to bite me, but I hope it's not there. If it is there, I would like to show it to you, but it's not there, it seems. I think it's on a holiday. But look at the produce here. Lots of tomatoes coming up all around. Look at that. Take this out, that inside, up. This is the variety Portland Pink. Huge harvest. And you can see there are mealybugs. There is all kinds of weeds here, all kinds of insects. I'm not going to pick them or clean them as of now, because as you can see, without doing any of that, we are getting quite a good produce from this. All the weeds here you see, they are all very very kindly welcome in my garden. They can come up, they can put their roots into the ground, and once I want to plant something else, I'm going to just chop them off, put them down as mulch, just chop that stuff off, put it on the mulch, and then put it as a mulch and plant whatever I want. All the roots that are in the ground are going to become compost corridors, and it's just going to help my soil become better. So I'm not worried too much about those weeds. And yeah, a chili plant here doing all right. Aubergines doing all right. And you can see the kind of bug damage. There are caterpillars, there are grasshoppers, everything, right? But it's all right. Let them have their own share. I don't mind. As long as I am getting my share, I'm glad to give them their share. And here is another tomato plant. This one is Sesbania grandiflora. It's going to become a big tree. Probably provide shade in the summer and provide support as a trellis later on. There's a basil in there. Another tomato bush. Excuse me for that. There are tomatoes underneath this wild growth here, which makes it fun to find and harvest. Another basil plant doing extremely good. That is a Moringa oleifera. Again, that's a Portland Pink. You can see nice little tiny fruits of Portland Pink. Many of them are falling. That is because of the erratic weather we are having. It's very very hot, and then it's raining cats and dogs. So the fruits are just forming, and then they quickly ripen and then they fall off, right? I don't mind eating small tomatoes. Let the market worry about the big tomatoes. I don't mind eating small ones, medium sized ones, huge ones. I'm not too keen on which one it is. As long as the energy audit for it is fine, I am fine with it. I don't put any energy into this. As you can see, the ground here, all these are the old weeds that came up from here. Just to take them, put them there, put them back. Same thing with any weed. That's it. That's about what we do here, right? Just pull them up, put them down. Good enough. And it reduces any further weed issues. So that's how we take care of it. You can see ribbit gourd there. You can see snake gourds. You have seen bottle gourds. Yeah, this is how the garden looks as of now. Completely terrible to see, to look at. It's not pretty, but pretty functional in terms of the energy in and energy out. So just want to share with you guys. I hope I upload this video, because I take a lot of videos and I don't upload. If I do upload, yeah, good for you guys and good for me. See you. Oh, by the way, all that area is not planted yet with any vegetable beds. It's all full of weeds, but you can see Sesbania grandifloras and Subabul, etc. There is Subabul coming up. They are going to be that area is going to either become a tool shed or a garden shed, eco-friendly construction techniques, or it's going to end up being a fruit system. We're going to plant some trees, and whenever we find time, we're going to take them off and make a hut there. Same thing with this side. We have not done too much on this side. Let me just walk around and show you. All of this is weeds, the so-called weeds. Good stuff. We just walk through. Here is some of the nitrogen fixing plants that we threw. It was as bare as this. The soil was as bad as this. But we just we threw some mung dal and tur dal, urad dal and all those lentils. We threw the seeds around and they came up. They are doing the nitrogen fixing. Here is a pod. We harvested a bunch of them. We eat them as we garden, as we walk around the garden and do it. We eat the raw pods. They are very, very tasty, especially the seeds. But these weeds that you see all around are the soil conditioners. They cover up the soil and they give great nutrition to the soil. So you can see some cowpeas hanging all over the place. They climbed up on their own, giving cowpeas. We are yet to catch up with the harvesting part of them. They're giving lots of cowpeas, so more seeds for more green manures for further gardens and farms that we design, or for any of the friends that I have. If I come in, there's more tur dal there, mung dal here. They're all in the place, and this is called koralu. It's a millet. We sowed it very, very late in the season. Actually, out of the season we sowed it, so we're not expecting a crop. But we never actually have seen a single plant as to how it looks, right? This is how it looks. You can see it's not heavy with seeds or anything. We sowed it very, very late, but these are called koralu. You thresh these and then cook them. It's a millet. Very, very good for the soil, very good for the cattle, very good, of course, extremely nutritious for humans. So all of this was a test bed for throwing koralu and seeing how it goes. And and here is a nitrogen fixing crop. Here is the minumulu. I don't know what it's called. Tur dal, I guess. No. This is horse gram. Horse gram. Horse gram. Can you see that? I'm trying to open it with one hand, and there you go. Nice little horse grams. There it is. There is some horse gram here growing as a nitrogen fixer among these. We're going to harvest some of these and probably get enough seeds to do this all over again. I don't mind not getting a harvest from a test bed. This is more for a test. That's looking good. And last but not least, I just want to give you a nice little show you a surprise, and then we'll move on. Come here, look here. This is a mango plant. Mango tree, treeling, sapling, seedling, whatever you want to call it. We didn't plant it here. It came up from the mango seed all by itself. Somebody ate and must have thrown it here. But it has come up on its own, doing great. I think there is one more like that somewhere in there. I'm yet to find it myself. Yeah, with that, mango being the last shot, and wishing the mango all the best, and wishing all you guys all the best. DJ signing off from the new garden.